Hello and welcome back to Life in Pig Row, and we're in the glass house today, and today we're going to be sowing a herb garden. Now it started out as a really bad spring for us this year, so we're quite late. This is the first week of May that we're in now. We're sowing seeds from King Seeds, you can see them here. We found while looking around on the internet they offered the best value for money, but also they had a massive range of herb seeds, so we went with them. But it's a great day today. You can see, if you look up here, we've got the shading on. It really is sunny outside. We're just going to have a quick look outside and I'll show you how good the garden's started to look. But also that means weeds as well. Weeds are starting to come through, folks, so we need to get on top of them, but that's going to happen in another film. Okay? Now we've got the shading up because we're sowing in the greenhouse today, and frankly we don't want to boil to death. But also shading's great to get up at this time of year for seedlings, stops them drying out too quickly, and it's really quite easy to do. This is some cheap material that we got from a pound shop, and all we've done to attach it to the greenhouse is use some clothes pegs. That's all we've used. We tend to use bulldog clips to clip them on to the guttering, but today we can't find them, so we're using clothes pegs, and they hold, they're quite well. Now if we come down here, this is a bed we left fallow last year, covered it with plastic. That's going to be dug over this year. This bed also was left fallow, and this too, as you can see, just to give you an idea of the difference. It was left fallow, it turned to grass. So always cover your beds, even if it's with a green manure. It just gives you a sense of how fast things grow. So if we come down here, as you can see, if you look down here, this is rhubarb that we sowed from seed 2 years ago. It's coming on really well in pots. And we've started to clear the ground. This is our failed onion bed. You can read about that on our blog. And over here, a bed that we've dug over, ready for potatoes. We're going to trench potatoes this year. Our rhubarb patch. But everything's really coming to life now. You can hear the birds if you listen to in the background. They're really having a good time. Now down here, this is really exciting. Last year I went on a course on how to graft trees, and we got to graft a tree each, and I grafted a bramley. And the instructor said, probably won't take because it's your first time grafting, and it took. It's growing. But if you come through here, which is probably one of our most successful stories, this is our cottage garden, which was originally just a dumping ground for rubble. That's going really well, but let's get back to sowing some seed. So we're back in the glass house, and we're going to be sowing some lemon balm. You can hear the winds getting up. It's quite windy, even though it's really nice today. What we're going to do, we're going to sow them into cells under cover to get them started. You can sow them direct. If you look on the back of the seed packet, it tells you can sow them into drills in spring, keeping watered if dried. That's all you need to do. If you want to sow them direct, you can do. What we're choosing to do, we're sowing them under cover into cells, so we get little plug plants. Okay, so we've got a seed compost here, a seed tray, a plug tray. All you need to do is fill it up. So there you go, got filled tray, and now what you need to do, which lots of people forget to do, and it's a good tip, because what will happen is you'll put your seeds in, you'll water it, and somehow the soil seems to miraculously shrink. Well, you can avoid that to some extent by doing this. There you go. If you noticed, and look at it, the compost level's gone down ever so slightly. And there we go. And then what we're going to do is we'll take our lemon balm seed, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see how tiny a seed it is? Now, pretty pointless putting one seed to a plug, isn't it? Because it's really tiny. So what you want to do, go like that with your finger, take a pinch, drop them in, cover them over, and keep doing that until the seed tray is Well, I love sowing seeds. It's the greatest thing in the world. Because you take something that looks completely lifeless, a little bit of work and you end up with plants. Now, you filled your seed tray, you've got to water it. A common mistake most people make is they buy those wonderful watering cans, which you can get from any garden centre that look like this. I'll just go get it. You see this one? There you are. Yes, the obligatory green or red watering can. And it comes with a rose that looks like that. It's great, isn't it? It's free. It came with the watering can, which is a good purchase. But the problem is, if you look at it, the holes are too big, really too big. If you water a seedling with that, you're going to wash the seed away. If you wash a seedling, you're going to kill it. So, invest in a good, fine rose. This is a universal one, it goes onto most watering cans. And then what you're going to do is you're going to water your seed with this. Now you can do another way as well. You can actually put the seed tray or the plug plant tray into a water bath. All that is you take a tray, see it, this, yeah, with no holes in the bottom. You fill it with water, you put your plants in, and the soil soaks up with water and you water it that way. So there's our watering can ready. And there's our seed tray, and you can see there, slug activity already at this time of year, and also during the day in a hot greenhouse. And all you need to do then is water your seed tray. There you are. That was a nice, fine water. Now you're going to have to label it, and a nice tip is, you'll have a plant label. You can see this. There you go, from last year with writing on it. All you need to do is get a little bit of sandpaper and sand it off. But the problem is that's been in soil. Sometimes they're dirty, and that can lead to nasty bugs, or as we call them, pathogens. They get into your soil and you can end up with a bit of dampening off. So invest in a nice bit of, I don't know, cleaner. We use Jay's fluid. What we do is we just pop them in after we've cleaned them, and that will kill any nasty bugs. So that's the lemon balm sown. We've got all these to sow next. Can you see what this is? You recognise it? You go into a supermarket, you buy those big flat mushrooms, they come in this lovely tray. They're the perfect size seed packets. So when you've got to go up to the greenhouse, sow your seeds, I grab one of these, pop them in, and I know how many seeds I've got to sow. It's a great, nifty little thing. And also it makes a good seed tray later on if you want to use it for. Well, until next time, goodbye.